Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and this is our podcast number 53. Today is October the 12th, 2023. I'm so very excited to be hanging out with all of you once again. I hope that you've all been very well. Grab yourselves a cup of coffee, maybe something to work on. Sit back and relax while we hang out together for the next half an hour or so. We do have quite a few things to get through today. I'm so happy that I'll be showcasing many of your makes, which always makes me happy. And I'll just remind you all now that if you ever want to show off your awesome work with all of us or just me, please email me and put a little blurb in there of what yarn you may have used or a hook, and I will be more than happy to show everyone, because we all know that sharing each other's work is not only a lot of fun but brings us so much joy and inspiration. And I know that my crochet to-do list is getting bigger and bigger, and when you see some of the makes that I'm going to show you today that our yarny friends have sent through to us, I'm sure you'll be adding them to your list as well. I can guarantee you that I've got quite a few of those on my list already. It is just hilarious. Anyway, let's get started. Being Thursday, what do we do, guys? We always start off with Tile of the Week Thursday because we're here supporting our wonderful hosts, Sam and Mike over at Manford's Makes. Now, our friend Sam received this book, 100 Crochet Tiles in Happy Mail, 62 weeks ago. Now, what does that tell you if you don't already know? That we need to get to week 100, because each and every week she pledged to make one tile from this book, and she has been doing so for 62 weeks. Now, I thought, what a wonderful idea, and I'm so glad that I did, not only to support my wonderful friends, Sam and Mike, but it's given me the opportunity to learn so much along the way as well. Different techniques, different styles, different stitches. I've learned how to read charts. I've learned how to read patterns. It's actually been a great learning curve as well as being a lot of fun. Now, that doesn't mean that every tile has been fun to crochet. Let me tell you, there have been some bloopers along the way for all of us. So what I highly recommend you do is go and put in the little search bar in YouTube, put hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday, and you will see how many of us have joined in and what all our experiences have been. And let me tell you, they're quite hilarious, most of them. So this week's tile is, as we said, tile number 62, and as always, our yarny friend Josephine has sent her tile across as well, and I'm so very excited to share hers with you. Now, before we get started on this tile, before I show you what it looks like, I'll tell you what I've been doing. So each and every tile, when I jumped on at tile number 25 for all our new yarny friends, I decided to use the same colors for the whole project. Well, I'm hoping that the colors that I have will continue to last until tile number 100. So there's a collection of 7 colors. Now, they're all Marvel 8-ply 100% acrylic yarn. Now, this week I did use this beautiful green and a white. And along the way, I've been using my 5mm hook for each and every one of them, because what I hope to do at the end is put them all together somehow and create a beautiful memory blanket of this awesome, very organic crochet along to remind myself how much fun we had. And we just have to thank Sam for doing this. Without even thinking, she created something fun for all of us to join in. So this week's tile is called the Zigzag Swirls. Slow down, Litsa. I always get very excited and then I get tongue-tied. Now here it is here, guys. Let's see if we can see it. Now, if you haven't noticed, every week I show you a page from the book. That's not because I don't love books or respect them. It's because this book falls apart. So be mindful of that. If you want to purchase your own, maybe a Kindle is a better option. Now, as we said, this is tile number 62, Zigzag Swirls. It is inset mosaic again. Not one of my favorite ways to crochet, but nevertheless, I managed to finish it. 20 rows. So it did, go on for a little bit. Now, the way I'm going to show you my tile this week is a little bit different to the way I usually show it to you. I'm going to show you the way I've blocked it, because this tile, when you crochet, for some reason, it just wants to have a wonky look to it. And I kept thinking it was my tension, so I lightened up a little bit in the crochets, when you double crochet over 2 rows. So these ones in essence, so the longer stitches, like that one there, for example. I made them a bit looser but it didn't really make a difference. But that's what it looks like when it's blocked. I use one of those foam blocking boards, and the pins from Knit Pro, I believe they're from. I've got a little pack over there, that's why I was looking. So that's what it looks like when it's all stretched out. I think it looks very pretty. I managed to make it without any mistakes this week, I believe. Whereas last week there were a couple of mistakes and some of you may have picked them up. So let me pop that down for you and I'll show you Josephine's. Now Josephine has been using a 3.5mm hook, and she's changed over to these colors now because her majority of her tiles to date have been in a different color pack from Ophelia Talks. And if you go back in time and watch some of our videos, our podcast, you'll see all of Josephine's tiles as well. And as always, Josephine has done an amazing job. I love your color choices there, and it looks perfect. So thank you so very, very much, Josephine, for always sending in your tile and making this segment even more fun. Now, how's that, guys? Yep. They both look pretty much the same. I think we've both done a pretty good job. So thank you once again, Josephine. So what do we do now, guys? We get our clipboard, we get our pen, and we tick off tile of the week, Thursday, tile number 62, tick, done. Put that one away for now, and we're up to tile number 63. That is so super cool. Now, I do believe that next week's tile is another mosaic. I'm not sure if next week's is, I think next week's is about the same size as this one, but there is one coming up in the future that is going to be ginormous. So look out for that one. So that's that, guys. We've done our tile. Now we're coming up to showcasing everybody's work. I absolutely love this part. Let me put these out of the way so I've got room to show you everything. Now, I've made sure that I've left them on my clipboard today because I don't want to mess anything up. Let me pop my glasses on. Now, just in case some of you are wondering, what order do you put these when you showcase everything in? I just put them in the order that I receive them via email, just for anyone that was curious. So our very first yarny friend that has sent something across to us is Susan. Thank you so much, Susan. Now let me show you this beautiful blanket. So this one here, Susan said that this is a Bernat blanket yarn blanket. Look at it up close. Absolutely love the colors. And she used a size L or 7mm hook, and it's in the moss stitch. That would have taken ages because I know the moss stitch is beautiful, but it takes a long time to do. Absolutely gorgeous. And the next one that she's made is beautiful as well. Here it is here. There you go. I love the way that you've draped them over the chairs. It's so easy to see them. I've never really thought of that. So that's wonderful. Now this blue one is a mandala yarn. 4.5mm hook was used. And the pattern is by Crochet Crowd, and it's called the Baby Shower Blanket. Now let me show you these two together. And our lovely friend Susan said that these went to two very special little boys. So thank you so very, very much for sharing those with us, Susan. I can imagine those two very, very special little boys are having a wonderful time keeping them warm with all that love that you put into them. So that's that, those two done. Now wait till you see Megan's gnome. It is gorgeous. I absolutely love his hat the very, very most. And here he is here. Now, Megan made this gnome for her mum's birthday. So happy birthday to Megan's mum for the 24th of September, which wasn't very, very long ago, about 3 weeks. So I hope you had a wonderful birthday and you have an amazing year. Now, Megan used cotton yarn from the I Love This Yarn range by Hobby Lobby. And she used a 4.25mm hook. And the pattern is on Etsy. And it is by MeriCraftShop, and she says, Megan says that they have some very lovely gnomes. So if any of you are interested in making gnomes, maybe you should go across to Etsy and have a little look. I'll pop that name down in the description box for you. So thank you so very, very much, Megan, for showing us your gnome. He is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm sure your mum adores him. Beautiful. Now, wait till you see these gorgeous, gorgeous blankets. Now, these come to us from our friend Marnie. Now, a lot of you may know Marnie's YouTube channel, if not channels now. I'll let you know about both of them. If you haven't already visited her, please do. She is an amazing human and her makes are spectacular. So, her YouTube channels are Yarny Marnie's Crochet Corner. And if you like the keto lifestyle, she actually has the Keto Crocheter, another YouTube where she talks about mainly, you know, different like the keto style of eating and what have you. So both are wonderful channels, but if you know, you haven't visited her before, please go and do so. Now, I will show you each blanket and give you a little blurb on it. So, here is the very, very first one. Now, this is the unicorn blanket, and Marnie made it for her youngest granddaughter, Lily, who is 5 years old, and she loves unicorns. And I can imagine she absolutely loves this blanket. Now, the yarn that was used is I Love This Yarn, and it is in the color royal blue for the background. And you can see all that background there. And Instant Classic is the print. Absolutely gorgeous. And the style of the crochet style is interlocking filet, or also known as locked mesh filet crochet. Absolutely gorgeous. I love all the stars. I can imagine how happy Lily will be when she receives that blanket. Now, this next one is called, my glasses are slipping, guys. It is very, very warm here tonight. This one here, oh gosh, this is so pretty. This one is called the Bonnet Girl. And it's, again, interlocking filet crochet style. Marnie's used Hirschner's worsted 8 yarn. And it is for her great niece, Mary Grace, who is 4. How adorable is that? And the next blanket, oh, this is gorgeous. They're all gorgeous. Look at that, guys. So this one is, so the big square blanket is how Marnie describes it. It's in the mosaic crochet worked from the center, and it is in Christmas colors. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, I have to tell you that I've asked Marnie to send in as many of her makes that she wishes to, because I really want to show you all of them. There is one that she's making, and I'm not sure if she's finished it as yet, because I think she was waiting on some yarn, and it's got all trucks and planes and helicopters, and it's just got everything in it. I think it's called the vehicle blanket or something like that. Anyway, don't quote me. It is so super cool. And then she's making a blanket. I could not believe it when I saw it. One of the tiles, mosaic tiles, one of the first ones that we made in the series, you know, for Tile of the Week Thursday, she's making a blanket out of it, and I hope she sends that one across as well. And not to mention all the onesies and all the other things that she's making. So she's got so much stuff. So please, Marnie, send in as much as you like, because we would love to see all of your makes. And of course, that is extended to all of you out there as well. So thank you so very, very much, Marnie, for sharing those beautiful blankets with us. Now, the next lot of lovies, and they are adorable, come to us from our lovely friend Thea. Now let me show you. There's a few to show you. Now these ones, she has used a variety of yarns from the thickest to the thinnest, and she just changes up her hooks as she needs to. And what I love about this, and well done Thea, she just creates the pattern as she goes to suit the little lovey. Look at this one. Little Yoda. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, she does say that her favorite favorite yarns to use are the thickest ones, especially the crushed velvet. How cool is that, Spider-Man? And here's another. Oh, look at this one. So, so sweet. They're absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so much for sending them across to us, Thea. They are really lovely. Now, Josephine has been very, very busy. Not only has she made her tile for the week, she has also made quite a few other gorgeous things. So let me grab her little photos. Now, this is stunning. I love this, and I'll show you the back, and that's what impressed me the most. Now, this is a shawl by Cinnamon Stitches. I believe it's one of her most latest patterns. Josephine used her Red Heart yarn Gemstones, which is a 5-weight yarn, and she used the color Jasper. Now, what I love about this shawl the most is, and I'll show you the back, it's actually got a straight edge bottom.
which isn't something that's very common, I'm guessing. Maybe I just haven't come across them before, but I love the colors that you've used, Josephine. Jasper looks like a beautiful color combination. So thank you so very, very much for sharing that with us.
So if any of you would like to make it, go and visit Jennifer over across at Cinnamon Stitches, and I will, of course, put, every channel that I mentioned down in the description box. Wait till you see this market bag. This, guys, is definitely on my to-do list. I absolutely love it. Now, this is called the Summertime Market Bag. It's by Rich Textures Crochet, and it's got a tutorial and a written pattern. Now, the colors used were from Setter's Place Calendar Crochet Along or Make Along, and these were the monthly colors, I believe. Well, you know what, they look so very much like October, but I don't want to say to you, I'm guessing they were September colors. And the yarn that Josephine used was Peaches and Cream, which is 100% cotton, in the colors black, orange, and blackcurrant. Now, the blackcurrant is the purple. Guess which one is my favorite color? Now, I love that Josephine has given us the measurements in inches and centimeters. How very, very thoughtful of you, Josephine. So the bag is in width. It is 17 inches or 42 centimeters, and in the height, excluding the handles, it is 15 inches by 38 centimeters, and the diameter, so the bottom of it, when you go around, the circumference, apologies, not the diameter, is 14 inches by 36 centimeters. So it's quite a nice size market bag. And Josephine said that although the pattern said, I'll bring it up closer, see the loops, it says to cut them, so at the bottom, and make it into a fringe, but Josephine preferred the look of the loops. Absolutely agree with you. It looks stunning. I imagine that, either way would look pretty, so whatever everyone's favorite is, but that is beautiful. The stitches in it are gorgeous and the handle is perfect. Now, Josephine says she's only made 4 and she's going to make 1 more. How busy do you keep yourself, Josephine? Very. So they're absolutely gorgeous. I'm sure all the other ones as well. Thank you for sharing that market bag. And lucky last, Josephine says that she's made some pumpkins, which is very nice for the season, for all of you celebrating fall or autumn, and of course for those of you that celebrate Halloween. Now, Josephine, says she's just made a few. I can see 5 here. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? She's just used a variety of patterns, and she said she's going to make a few more. Lovely. They're absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much, Josephine, for sharing those with us. Now, next we have our wonderful friend Alley Cat. Thank you for sending in your makes. But before I show you those, now, Alley Cat has been crocheting for Wings, and those of you that don't know, that is hosted by Rose Likes Crochet, our lovely friend Rose. If you haven't seen any of the Wings videos, please go and do so. It's in support for a domestic violence organization in Chicago, in America, and that, Rose is doing an amazing job collecting items from all over the world. Now, Alley Cat has been kind enough to crochet for her, and she's also been crocheting for the Bumblebees Mountain Outreach hat drive hosted by our friends KK and Kristen over at K&K Crochet. So if you haven't visited them, please do so. That is another wonderful cause as well. Now, Alley Cat also managed to find a local to her women's crisis group, and she's been sending off to them because they were preferring to have things like soap sacks, face scrubbies, and loveys. So how wonderful is that for you to do that, Alley Cat, to bring, give back to the community? That is just so beautiful. Now, the wonderful thing is that Alley Cat won a set of stitch markers from Rose. Now, if those of you who don't know, Rose has a Etsy shop, and the majority of the stitch markers that she sells are obviously on there. If you are in the market for some, go and have a look, favorite some of the items because it really helps her out. And she also sells a lot of her crocheted items there as well. So it's a really nice place to go and visit. So I highly recommend that you do that. Now, after all that, Alley Cat continued to keep herself busy by making water bottle holders for her friends and herself, and she has been trialing different patterns and designs. Some of them have handles, some of them have little clips to go on backpacks, and they're all made from cotton.
And she also was lucky enough to have a huge 75% off sale at Hobby Lobby for the cotton. So she also made some market bags. And then she got even busier and started to continue making amigurumi. Now wait till you see these beautiful makes. Now these are all destined to be Christmas gifts. So she's made quite a few, not just these two. So the opossums, she said that one of her opossums was actually auctioned off for a nature center. So how wonderful is that? Again, giving back to the community. So thank you so very, very much, Alley Cat, for sending all that through across to us. Now, lucky last, I believe. Yes, lucky last is our friend Liza. Now, as you know, Liza loves to contribute every week, and we absolutely appreciate that you do. Now, she has been crocheting all these wonderful little amigurumis, and this one is Aries. So it's a series of all the zodiac signs. We have seen, I think, Virgo and Leo, and this is Aries now, and it is from her Crochet Now magazine. How cute is he? Absolutely adorable. And she's also on a basket kit, because all of us have been making baskets of late. A lot of myself and my girlfriend Jane especially, and you know, some of you, and Liza sent one in last week and again this week, which is wonderful. Look at this beautiful basket here. Now, this basket is using the pattern by Pamela's Adoring Crochet, which is the first basket pattern that I used as well, and one of my favorite basket patterns to go to. So it is a YouTube tutorial on her YouTube channel, and the yarn she used, and I'll show you the yarn in a minute, is called So Crafty Chunky, and the color is burgundy, and she used a 5mm hook, and here's her yarn here, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so very, very much, Liza, as always, for contributing to the awesome makes that all of you are all very, very busy on. I really do appreciate that you send them across, and I know that it's one of everyone's favorite segment on our little podcast. So thank you so very, very much for that, guys. Now let me tick that as well, because we've finished for showcasing your makes now. Now, what have I been working on? As usual, I've tried to keep myself busy because, you know, let's be real, guys. It is our favorite pastime, crocheting, and also it is so wonderful for our mind, isn't it? Now, this week, I added one more tile to the Crochet Society calendar 2022. I'm hoping to get all 24 tiles done before this year's calendar comes out. Now, this week's tile was number 17, and it was called the popcorn tile. We have made it once before. There it is there, guys. That's what it looks like. We have made one before earlier on. I had made it in pink. Now, this one was made in the same yarn as always. This Bella Coco, what's it called? Confection DK yarn. It is 100% acrylic. And I used both a 4mm hook and a 3.5mm. They're both polymer clay hooks, and they both came in the Crochet Society Advent Calendar. Now, the yarn is still attached, guys, because when I finished, very proudly finished this tile to show you today, guess what? I missed a popcorn. There it is there. So I actually have to frog 2 entire rows now, but I thought, you know what? For the purpose of today's podcast, I will show you that tile number 17 is pretty much completed, and I will be working on tile number 18 next. So let me just show you what the next tile will look like, and hopefully I will have it completed perfectly for you next week. Not the way this one was. So this one is called Stags. Now again, we have made this tile before, and we're going to make it again. So I'm hoping to get at least one tile completed and this one corrected before next week. So that's that done. We can tick that off our list, guys, as well, because we don't want to miss out on anything. Now, the next thing that I've been crocheting, and any of you that know me long enough know that it is one of my, sorry, I was looking down for way too long. One of my go-tos is beanies. Reason being is my girlfriend Jane from Coco's Crochet Corner. We've both decided that we would love to do some markets leading up to Christmas. So we've sourced a couple in the area.
So we'll do one in November and one in December. So I thought I better start because I haven't really made anything, and I hope to add to my lovies because I do have quite a few stuffies, but I started off with beanies because at the end of the night, they're my go-to thing. So I've been using my beautiful, as always, Spot Saver yarn. Here it is here. And it is 100% acrylic. And each skein has 312 meters in it, and I have been using my, where is it? My favorite hook, my 6mm hook to crochet them all. Now the reason why I'm showing you these very, very floppy yarns is to let you know that out of each skein, so that's 200 gram yarn, balls of yarn, I managed to get 3 beanies, which is pretty good. And with all the leftovers, I'll probably put them all together, the colors, and make some colorful beanies. So I've started off, as you've seen, with the pink. So I've made 3 pink, and I've used the, you know, the usual, my go-to, increase 5 rows and then crochet down. This one is the crossed double crochet stitch. I love that one. This one is just a very simple one with a front post ribbing at the bottom. And this one is using the popcorn stitch. And I've done the exact same thing 3 more times in the yellow. And I've started on the mint. Now I've done the popcorn. And I do have one more. Oh, where is it? I've started another one. So there's another one on my hook. So when I complete the mint, I will probably go on to like a pale blue, a pale grey, maybe some variegated yarns, something rainbowy, so I can have a bit of an inventory. Now, I know that it's springtime here, but we do get some cooler evenings and mornings still, and these are quite lightweight, so hopefully, you know, they'll, you know, be snatched up. If not, we'll just continue keeping them and gifting them as we always do. So I've been, you know, busy at nights, you know, at the end of the day making those beanies. So that's been a lot of fun because, as you know, I absolutely love crocheting beanies. Now, wait till I show you this. This is my pride and joy for today. I can't wait to share this with you. So let me put this down and let me get her in anticipation. So if the spiders actually fall off, guys, please forgive me because they haven't been sewn on yet. They were an afterthought. Look at her. She is my witch gnome. Absolutely love her. I've crocheted a spider web and I've popped a little plastic spider on her hat. Look at her big bulbous nose. And I put some spiders on her braids. And as always, I love her thumbs. Now, if you know, you know. This is our Nova Gnomes creation pattern. And thank you once again, Nova, for an amazing, 3 amazing tutorials. So guys, if you're in the market to crochet a gnome and you're a beginner, another beginner-friendly gnome to crochet. Absolutely loved doing this one. Again, she's got a flat bottom base. She's got a bit of a frill at the bottom of her dress. And this time round, guys, I did what I wanted to do. Let me just pop her here. Perfect for Halloween, next to the little buckets here. I used velvet yarn. So it's true. You can adapt any pattern to any yarn as long as you change your hook size, and I used a 4.5mm hook to crochet her with. And for the little spider web, I used this sparkle yarn in the blue because I thought, you know, would match the blue in her dress and her hat. And I used a 2.5mm hook, and then I simply sewed it on along here. Oh, let me grab her without her falling apart. So I sewed along these long bits to get that on. So there she is there. There's no stuffing in her hat, only a little bit of the yarn tails in the top, but obviously her little body's stuffed. Her arms aren't. Again, her little hands have the little ends from, you know, when you start off. And her little nose now. Nova did put on a little wart. I didn't attempt that, but that's okay. I think that this yarn is knobbly enough. So I absolutely love her, and she can sit there for Halloween. So that's my little gnome. And I think that that is pretty much for my makes, except for one more little tiny thing that I'll show you very soon, but it relates to Happy Mail. So let's get to Happy Mail. Now, our wonderful friend Thea And thank you so much, Thea, for this amazing happy mail. Very much appreciated. She sent me all this. Look at this, guys. There are 12 balls of cotton and a bamboo blend of yarn. Now, I have never used this yarn before. Now, let me show you all the colors. I'll grab my glasses, but before I do, I'll give you a few little stats. I'll take one out. Oh, here we go. I should just put it in front of me, really. So this yarn is absolutely gorgeous. And it is 55% bamboo and 45% cotton. It says to only hand wash in cold water, and obviously no tumble drying, lie flat to dry. And it recommends to use a 3mm hook. Now I'll show you all the different colors. This one is denim. Absolutely gorgeous. So there are 6 different colors, guys. So there's denim, and there's light blue, and there's dark blue. So there's all our blues. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we get to the pinks. So then we have, whoops, then we have pink and light pink and a beautiful dusty pink, which almost looks lilac-y to me. So how gorgeous are all of these colors together, guys? Absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to work with it. Now, I do know that Thea said that she reacts to it, and I'm wondering some of you have as well. She actually breaks out in like a measles type rash. I'm hoping that won't happen to me, Thea, but hey, time will tell. But I am very, very excited to use it. It is, guys, if you haven't touched bamboo and cotton blend yarns before, very, very soft yarn, very, very squishy. So originally I thought I'd like to make like a wearable out of it, but right now I'm not sure. I will make something, and I will definitely be sharing that with you all. Now, the other thing that Thea sent me, and there's 20 of them in total, I absolutely love them, and I have actually used them. She sent me these flap packed loveys. Now, guys, this is what you saw her loveys when I showcased her work. This is what they actually are, that she crochets around. How gorgeous are they, guys? I'm going to open one so you can see what they look like. And here's a little Winnie the Pooh. Now, they are actually called, I think, Itsy Bitsy. Let me have a look at my notes. They're called, itty bitty, that's what they're called, itty bitty loveys. And when you open them up, let me get my scissors. So let's open up Yoda. How cool is he? They're so adorable. So you basically open them up, because they are, you know, like vacuum sealed, flat, like so flat. And when you open it up, look at this. He's flat as a pancake, guys. Look at that. But as you like wait, like in a couple of hours, when you squish him down like this, he eventually turns into this. Look at this. So I've actually crocheted up 2 to show you. They are adorable, adorable. So this is Superman. How gorgeous is he with his little arms poking out, and there's his little body, and look how squishy and fat he is now. He's not flat packed, you know, vacuum sealed anymore. And he's a little princess. Absolutely gorgeous. I love them. Now, I use velvet yarn for this one, because Thea did say to use any yarn that you wanted to, and I just went with the pattern from Z, Zelda NRJ3, which is what I use for all my loveys. But as you saw Thea, she's crocheted them in so many different styles. That it was so inspirational, Thea. Thank you for sending through yours, because now I know that I could probably, you know, when I have some time, venture out and try something new. And this is my Spot Saver yarn here. So that turned out really nice. So I used a 6mm hook for this one, and a 7mm hook for that one. So they are adorable. So thank you so very, very much, Thea, for sending them across to me. I really do appreciate it. Oh, and I managed to find smaller hair ties. Now, here in Australia, we have the Reject Shop. So if any of you are looking for smaller hair ties because you're creating loveys with smaller necks, this is absolutely perfect. Try the Reject Shop, guys. I was very, very happy. I actually took one of these with me, and I was trying all the different hair ties around their neck, and it turned out to be just perfect. As you can see, look at that, guys. It's sitting perfectly. So yeah, there we go. Now Thea did say that she's got the bigger hair tie sometimes and she just doubles them up. So that's another way to create them if you come across these guys. As I said, they're called itty bitties or itty bitties. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I have a lot of work ahead of me to create a lot of lovies using those, and I think they are adorable. Oh my goodness, they are just so cute. Thank you so much, Thea. So that's pretty much as far as, you know, the crochet goes. I might just share a little bit of life with you. The very first thing is we're really into spring now here in Sydney, Australia. Let me tell you, we've had glorious weather pretty much every day. Today has been a lot hotter and it got very windy. So we are at a total fire ban. So it goes from 23 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius from one day to the other, but it has been a very steady, beautiful, sunny week. So that's been amazing. Now I am back at work, guys. This is why crochet time has lessened a little bit for me. Like I say, I really need to win lotto so that I can just quit work and just crochet day and night, but that can't be done right now, so work it is. Being back at work has been wonderful, getting to see all my colleagues, you know, all the children, and you know, we're back at it. This is term 4 here, guys. Before you know it, it'll be Christmas and we'll be on the big school Christmas holiday break here, which is our summer break in the Southern Hemisphere. Now, a lot of you may remember last week I mentioned that it was my son's birthday last Sunday. We had a wonderful, very small but wonderful family get together, and my mum made her famous birthday cake, which made everybody smile, especially my son. So that was lovely. And then this weekend, my son and his fiance and my partner, we're off to this home show because we're hoping to convert our garage into a granny flat so the two of them can move into when they get married, just to give them a little bit of a helping hand for the first couple of years so they can, you know, hopefully save for a deposit and purchase their own forever home, or you know, their home, their next home. But this will definitely be their first home. So we're so very excited about that. And other than that, guys, as you know, we've chosen the winners, you know, the lucky recipients for the two $50 Amazon vouchers, you know, in appreciation for hanging out with us for the last year. So thank you so much, Amy and Mina, for getting in touch with me. I will be getting those vouchers out to you shortly. What else has been happening? I finally got to hang out up here in the yarn room for Coco's Crochet last night after a very long break, and it made all the girls very happy, including myself. So I thought I'd share that with you as well. Other than that, that's it, guys. Everything else is pretty much status quo, which is always wonderful in my mind. So I hope you're all keeping well and have been keeping yourselves busy with family and friends, and of course, as always, getting in that crochet time, in that me time, that mindfulness time, that, you know, just, you know, everything is perfect time. So, you know, you just get to crochet away anything that has been bothering you. I just absolutely love that. As I say, isn't it amazing, guys? And we all say a hook and some yarn takes all the woes of the world away, and I absolutely love that. So hopefully we'll all have a beautiful week. Take care, and I shall see you all again very soon. Bye everybody.